Welcome, welcome. I'm Dee, and this is a Single Mom and Got a Life, where I try to navigate through finances, motherhood, being single, and everything in between. And I bring you guys along for the journey to hold me accountable. Now, this is my monthly debt update portion. I decided to split this up in two because I just didn't want it to get lengthy, and I did do some personal talking in the last one that prolonged the video a little bit longer than I would like. But what we're going to do is we're going to get right into the numbers. So this is from last month. This is where we left off. This will be our guide to understanding where we're at in our current monthly debt update. So I'm just going to move that to the side. Now I'm going to move that here. So as you can see, there is some little changes here. I decided to just color these out versus me coloring them myself, because you seen in the last video, I don't color inside the lines. So we went ahead and just so I'm not even gonna go colored out or blacked out or greened out, should we say, all of the debts I paid off since I started this journey last year, and the current debts that we're working on. So we have the two 401k loans, SBL 3 and SBL 2, and then we have my car loan, and then we have student loans that's sitting there waiting to be activated, y'all. I know they wait, and they like, you know how you be doing a little hustle when you about to jump in for double dutch. They ready. They're ready. They're coming. They're coming. So that's why it's important that I'm working on decreasing this debt, because the student loans amount is very, very large. Let's go ahead and get into this. So for the starting balance for this update, $14,737.39. And so for the first loan, I was able to send a total of $666.08. Sorry, I'm not superstitious, but I just have some little quirks about me, and when I see that, I cross it out. We cross it out. So that's how much I actually was able to send to my 401k loan. That included the $630 for my side income, and then the normal payments that I pay on it. This APR is actually 6%. The amount that I actually paid to this debt was $655.69. Now, with 401k loans, if you're not familiar, the principal and the interest all goes back into your 401k, but the amount that pays down on what you actually borrowed against is the only thing that comes off of this principal. The remaining of this amount gets deposited into the 401k. So that's why I don't even try to calculate it. What I was doing before, just kept putting it, the amount paid to debt, but it was making this number look funky. So that's why I started to ensure that I'm pulling off just what I'm paying to the principal, because that's what determines how long I'm going to be paying this particular loan. So with that being said, we started off with $1,394.29, and the amount that we actually paid to debt was $655.69. So that leaves us with $738.60. Okay, y'all. So that made me very excited, so much that I reached out to my CPA and I sent everything to her, because I just feel like this was going to be a good tax year, and that I wasn't going to owe nobody and they were going to owe me. And at first she was like, "It's looking good, D." And then she was like, "Uh-oh, it's time to review." And she was like, "You owe them." I said, "Oh, I always owe the state." She said, "No, you owe the federal too." And so I was like, "Oh, darn it." Because I really felt like if I got that refund back from my taxes, that the money that I've been saving up for taxes, I will put towards that, because I had enough to do that. And so that was the first monkey wrench. The next one was, "Hey, I need some help." And I was like, so where should I pull it from? So I actually pulled it from the taxes, because I said, I'm going to get something back. So I don't really need it right now. And yeah, wah, wah, wah. So February is picking at me, y'all. They're picking at me, but I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it, because I just cannot let February, the shortest month of the year, try to mess with the shortest person I know. So yes. So with that being said, I still feel it's progress, so I'm not really that upset. It still has me on task to meet the goal of paying this off, but it would have been so much better if I was able to pay this off within the 2 months and then not have to stretch it out any other months. But we will see. Like I said, that we still have side income, we're still pushing it out, we're still getting out there and making our money. We'll see what we can do with this debt as well as our emergency fund. So never fear, all right? Because I know where my foundation lies. So I know he see what I'm doing, and he is opening those doors and those opportunities. So there we go. So let's go to loan 2. Loan 2 didn't get no extra love. It got the regular love. So I sent my regular payment of $34.82, which is, this is payroll deducted. So it is $17.41 each paycheck. And this is a 6% interest. The amount that I actually paid to the principal was $27.64. So let's see what that leaves us with. Maybe bring that down so y'all can see that. That's 14, 15, 13. All right, so let's talk about car loan. So last month, it was because I extended it past the 28th day. Last month's payment, which was applied, more went to interest than principal, whereas I started sending more to principal to interest. So this time around, I still made my normal payment of $280.14. The last time I paid versus the time before was the 28 days. So that allowed for it to readjust itself. So though I'm still paying a little bit more to interest, it's not that much, and I'll show you. This interest rate is actually $14.74, and the interest rate is on a rate reduction. So me paying on time, it is decreased every 3 months by 0.25% until it reaches 14%. So by the end of the year, I should be at 14%, and then we'll start seeing where we're at in regards to paying this off. Like, I still have my feelings about what to do, especially in the end when these two are paid off, is how I'm going to attack the car loan and student loans together, as well as do other things, because I am a believer of enjoying my money. So I believe you can pay down debt, you can save. You can save and you can go on vacation. You can, you can do these things. They're not separate of each other. So that's where I'm going with that. So the amount that I actually paid to this particular debt principal was $139.13. The interest actually was $141.01. So as you can see, it wasn't that much of a difference. So by next month, it will be back on track with paying more to principal down than my interest, which is, I'm all for that. So in the end, the ending balance was $11,761.20. So let's see what our ending balance for this debt update. So we have $13,914.93. The amount that we actually paid to the principal was $655.69, $27.64, and $139.13. So that's $822.46. The amount that actually came out of my account, or came from the budget, Let's minus 1 and let's add 14. It's $981.04. So the difference was $158.58, which that's how much I paid the last time we paid out there. Look at that. So I'm happy that I was able to put more towards my debt goal. So let's go ahead and we're going to put the ending balance for the month is $13,914.93, and we put that in both spots. Now the grand total that's showing here is the $14,895.54. This is for the beginning of 2021. As I explained, I'll be using this number to guide me through 2021 versus trying to figure out everything going back to 2020 plus. But I know that I had over $20,000 of debt starting out in 2020. Okay, and I did reflect that here. I'm not going to write it here because it's not necessary. And so I have paid over $5,632.29 since I started this journey. So yeah, sometimes it is great to reflect. That's what Lakeisha Pickney say, and I thank you for that, sis. So in the end, this amount should be the amount that I paid off to debt. So we're just going to double check our numbers to ensure that before writing that down, because we human, we make mistakes. So $822.46 is what I paid off. So almost $1,000 paid off to debt. And then since the beginning, let's see, that is $980.61. Okay, so that's how much we have actually paid off since the beginning of the year. This is my monthly debt update. This is currently the SBL 3 loan, which is my 401k loan, is what I'm trying to pay off. I'm trying to pay these 2 loans off before the end of April. In order, because that's when the bankruptcy case ends, and shortly after, my student loans will start to be back into rotation. And I'm still kind of trying to figure out the process behind it, because I don't know if I'm waiting for, and I probably need to call to double check, and I put that on my list to do this week, is to find out if I need to do anything, because I know when I check, like, I can only get so far to see what plan they can do guesstimates, but they can't guide me to give me actual numbers. So I think that's the same thing that's happening now. So I don't think it's going to be any different, that I have to wait until everything clears on the bankruptcy side, and then I can go in to choose a plan of attack for these student loans. So yes, so as we do have a little fun sheet here, we have the debt-free land sheet, and the total debt when we started for the loan 3 was $1,437.74. I did round it up to $1,500 in order to make this more transparent and easier for me to process. But we're going to go ahead and color in. I guess I'll use this color. And since the amount that we actually paid off for this debt was $655.69, I'm just going to divide that by 15. So that's roughly 43.71 squares. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to color those in. And of course, it's going to be sped up. Okay, recounting, it should be 47 in total, and I'm just rounding it up to 47 in total. That at least should be colored in. Like I said, the numbers are going to be off because it's actually less than the 1,500, but all in all, I'm shading in, and that makes me a lot happier. So this is for the SBL 3, and then we have the SBL 2, and we just paid a little bit to it. This one was $27.64. So we're just going to do 2 squares. We're just going to fill this out. And then we got 15. And then we're going to go ahead and fill this out all the way out. And told y'all I can't color. And this is based on, it should be, this is $69. So it should be, I'm rounding it up. So $68.84 that I actually paid to this particular loan. So that should be reflective here. So we got the last time we got 15 and 15 is 30. 15 and 15 is 60. And I just rounded up to 75 for that to just make it easier to fill the sheet out. But that is my progress. Maybe I'll do with writing down where we should be at. So this was 41.20. This was 27.64. Maybe I'll do that, and that may help me with keeping up. And then this one was 43.45, and then this was $655.69. Yeah, I think I like writing that number so I actually know where I'm at. So this is my debt update for February. If you're new to my channel, I would love for you to be part of my village. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. To all my returning subscribers, I thank you. Everyone hit that thumbs up. And please share this with your family, your friends, and your coworkers. And sorry for the shadow. Peace out.